Forget the titles, forget the rings. 3 straight years, 2 worthy opponents, 1 game. It's the NFC Championship on Fox. The boys have owned the Niners, winning it all 2 straight years. But San Fran sent a serious message earlier this season. Mr. Troy's looking for 3 straight, but for Steve, his kingdom means nothing until he wears the crown. Jerry's the highest scoring artist ever, but the Dallas Big D has been a masterpiece. Michael loves his high-flying maneuvers, so the Niners brought in an air traffic controller. For Barry, this game means Judgment Day, while a loss for George could mean his last day. Emmett vows to carry the load, but without him, the Niners got a leg up. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The battle of the decade. Now, live from Candlestick, 4 guys who together have more rings than Liz Taylor. The NFC Championship on Fox.
Candlestick Park, and yes, the 49ers stayed hungry all year just to hold this pre-Super Bowl bash. And there's Steve Young, the league's MVP. He heads the guest list and wants his first Super Bowl ring as a starter. But Troy Aikman, who's never lost a playoff start, could spoil Young's fun. And Michael Irvin guaranteed a record 3rd straight Super Bowl crown. But guess what? San Francisco's Jerry Rice definitely won't be honoring that guarantee. And Deion Sanders, he's the hired gun who passed up millions just to be here. While wild horses couldn't keep a cowboy named Emmett away from this shootout. And welcome to San Francisco, folks. Indeed, welcome to the NFC Championship here on Fox. Well, it was way back in September, and we welcome you to a new era in NFL television coverage. 20 weeks and 97 games later, we invite you to sit back and enjoy an old-fashioned grudge match. 2 proud teams prepared to lay it all on the line in a game that has produced the last 10 Super Bowl champions. I'm James Brown, and I am pleased to be joined by 3 guys who know what this is all about. They have either coached or played in 9 conference championships and won 7. And Jimmy and Howie, no question. I'm glad we have some football knowledgeable fans because they swear Terry's won all 7 in both conferences.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm as excited as these fans out here. I know one of the greatest memories I had in pro coaching was right out here 2 years ago in this championship game.
I tell you, I'm pumped up. I got here at 7:30 this morning, wanted to suit up. Nobody wanted an old broke down defensive tackle, though.
And you know, I kept wondering, Howie and I were talking, I said, I could not sleep all night long, and I'll soon be 40. Can you believe that?
I'll soon be 40. This is your 5th NFC championship you're covering, 6 AFC you played in. Do you still get the itch?
Absolutely, JB. Like I said, I really couldn't sleep last night. I was excited to get up. This is what it's all about, a chance to win a game and go on and be a part of history, winning a Super Bowl.
All right, and we're going to tap the collective expertise of you guys in just a bit, but ever since he re-injured his hamstring last week, Emmitt Smith has had more people discussing the shape of his legs than did Sharon Stone after Basic Instinct. Well, guess what? Pat Summerall and John Madden have an update, and no, not on Sharon, but on Emmitt. Gentlemen.
All right, thank you very much. And I can't remember, John, a more exciting game. Every cliche you've ever heard about this being a big one fits this one.
Well, we can just see how excited the guys were down there. And, you know, when we were talking to the players and coaches, they all had that same feeling. And I don't ever remember seeing 2 teams, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, as excited about the game as these 2 teams are about this one, and that includes Super Bowls.
And remember last year they had a fight? Well, this year they had another fight.
Yeah, last year, remember, this was in the championship game in Dallas. This was before the pregame introductions. They were getting all ready to be introduced, and boom, a fight breaks out. So you think, well, that'll never happen again. But watch what happened today in the pregame warm-ups. The 49ers are down there warming up. Here comes a batch of Cowboys, and they just start warming up in their warm-ups. And lo and behold, Pat, a fight breaks out. Look at this. There's action down there before the action.
And among those in that fight was number 22, Emmitt Smith. And, of course, his health has been one of the big question marks about his availability this week. I talked to him yesterday about how he felt.
I would say that I'm somewhere in the low 90s to mid 90s, if that. I don't think I'm not close to 100%, and I'm not actually running at a full speed tilt right now either. But I think I am moving around well enough where I can get yardage, plus yardage and stuff.
And he wants to get that plus yardage, and he was telling us last night that Last week, he didn't feel that he played smart, but today he wants to play a full game, and he wants to play smart and under control.
Of course, after Emmitt Smith, the next biggest story has been the weather and the condition of the field here at Candlestick. Well, Matt Millen is down there right now, so let's send it down to Matt.
Yeah, thanks, Pat. You know, all week long they talked about the rains, but hey, look, the football gods are with us. There's nothing in sight. And if you talk to the NFL about the field, they say it's in absolutely great shape. But if you come down here, take a look at this. If they think this is in good shape, they're going to have a lot of problems, because when you talk to the players, they say it's worse than it was last week. And when you talk to them about 2 years ago, they say it's even worse then. To make matters worse, at the baseball end of the field, it's really chewed up. In fact, last week, most of the drives in that divisional playoff game came down at this end, and the 49er offense chewed it up even more. One note that I think is very funny, you know, they talk about home field advantage. Now, this morning at 9:30, they took the tarps off. There was all kinds of rain, all kinds of water on top of it. Well, when they rolled them off, they dumped it all on the Dallas Cowboys sideline. JB, have a great one.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. And as we take a look at Matt, that's a tuxedo for Matt Millen to be wearing. Hey, Terry, look here. No question about it. San Francisco in the offseason, free agent acquisitions, all for this game, this team, Dallas in mind. But you think win or lose, San Francisco could be making more moves.
Yeah, I tell you, there's going to be a big move. Even if the 49ers win this game and go on and win the Super Bowl, Jimmy Howie, well, I think you're going to see a move with Seifert. I think he's going to be removed as the head coach, and Mike Shanahan, the offensive coordinator, will be moved up to head coach, and Seifert will be moved up to a management position. The reason is Shanahan has got two teams. He's got the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles both want to hire him as their head coach. He is the offensive coordinator here. He is the only one on the 49er organization that can run the offense of the 49ers. That's why there's going to be a move.
You agree with it, Jimmy?
Oh, no. You're talking about George Seifert has the highest winning percentage of any coach in NFL history. And you're talking about getting rid of him even if he wins this ball game. Hey, there's something fishy here, because I hear this offensive, continuity. I hear that maybe he's rigid and he doesn't relate well to the free-spirited players. Hey, yeah, I think what's not sitting right with this 49er organization is the last 3 times he went to the NFC Championship game, they came up short. That's not what's sitting right.
Yeah, I'll tell you, those 2 NFC Championship games loomed large in George Seifert's mind. Talking to free agents acquired this year, they said George Seifert is obsessed with the Dallas Cowboys. Not a week went by early on in the season, he did not mention the Cowboys, to the point where the free agents asked for a closed-door meeting and said, George, let it go. That's why you got us here. We'll take care of the Cowboys.
Well, I tell you what, if George Seifert can accommodate Deion Sanders and his expressionist style, he can accommodate anybody. All right, fellas, a lot of good stuff there, and we've got a lot more coming your way. Jimmy and Howie will give their keys to victory for both teams, and Terry has a timely interview with the Cowboys' Barry Switzer on the morning of the biggest game of his coaching career.
This is L.A.
We have tons of friends.
This is Posh. This is my wife. This is my neighbor. This is my son-in-law. This is my very good neighbor. This is my number 2 daughter. Hey. This is my neighbor, John.
When I found out that I needed surgery, it was kind of a shock.
Luckily, it turned out.
Aflac really helped protect our savings. Just really took the worry away.
Aflac covers the unexpected costs of getting better so you can get on with life.
Don is definitely not a dancer.
Now, an oil made just for your hard-working engine. 4x4 from Quaker State. Off-roading, extreme temperatures, towing and hauling. They all make your light truck or 4x4 work extra hard and could shorten its life. Why settle for a conventional car oil? Get 4x4 from Quaker State. The intelligent oil for hard-working engines. Now, get up to a $1.89 mail-in rebate on a 6-pack case of 4x4. So you buy 5 quarts and get 1 free.
In 5 minutes, Eva.
Okay, you ready? You look great.
Couldn't do without you, Lee. Especially after...
That's what I'm here for, huh? A few weeks ago, I was getting Eva ready for her close-up when I noticed something. Dandruff. So I told her about Head & Shoulders. The regular shampoos just rinse flakes away so they can come back. Head & Shoulders helps prevent flakes from even forming. You see the difference?
Quiet, please.
Mark, you look beautiful. Head & Shoulders, because great hair can't have flakes.
So, does it ever get any easier?
I don't think it's supposed to. It's a sophisticated flight simulator. But around here, we call it the box. Even though it doesn't fly, it's sure going to test how well you can. At American, we come here every year to get checked out. You know, I don't know of another airline that puts more emphasis on training.
See you next time.
Oh, I'll be back. But if you happen to be sitting behind me,
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
I bet you'll agree.
Welcome you aboard American Airlines.
It's worth it.
Our flight this morning should be a smooth one.
It's the show that has the critics cheering.
They're gorgeous, they're built, they're fun, they're 12.
And the censors screaming.
What am I going to do with a 20-year-old?
Catch the award-winning comedy.
I don't think we should be doing this. Why not? I'm old enough to be your father's young friend.
Dream On, tonight after Married with Children on Fox.
This Fox NFL special, the NFC Championship, is brought to you by Aflac, insuring over 38 million people worldwide. By Quaker State 4x4 Motor Oil, the intelligent oil for hard-working engines. By American Airlines, something special in the air. And by Red Lobster, for the seafood lover in you.
What a difference a year makes. In last season's championship game, Ken Norton had 6 tackles, including 5 solos, that for Dallas. And on the other side of the field, after 6 seasons and 2 Super Bowls with the Niners, Charles Haley was traded to the Cowboys in '92. He delivered 2 Dallas Super Bowls, proving that victory is the best revenge.
Do you know how much Pringles you got? More from this can than you thought. Fill a bowl from a Pringles can. Got as much as this bag. Amazing, man. Can you believe how much Pringles you got? So pop, the Pringles don't stop. Get the great taste you want, not the greasy mess this bag's got. Pringles, once you pop, so much more than you ever thought. You can't stop.
At your local True Value, finding someone to help you isn't a problem. Something that just can't be said of those enormous hardware warehouses.
Find them, boys.
Now during True Value's Fresh Start sale, dimmer smart bulbs are just $4.99 each. Get 4 light levels without a dimmer switch with a 1-year guarantee. True Value. Help is just around the corner.
Hi, Tom Bodette from Motel 6 with some insight for the traveler. Well, this is what one of our rooms looks like when you're sleeping. And you know, it looks just like those big fancy hotels. Only difference is ours won't cost you nearly as much money. In fact, Motel 6 always has the lowest prices of any national chain on a clean, comfortable room. Makes you sleepy just looking at it. Well, I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
It still bugs me that I waited to try Old Spice High Endurance just because I thought all deodorants worked the same. Dumb. This proves it's the best. Try it. If you don't think it's the best, call 1-800-PROVE-IT and they'll buy you a stick of yours. Take the High Endurance Challenge from Old Spice. I did.
Control is everything. And once you got it, everything else just falls in place.
Pert Plus, one smart shampoo, control-enhancing conditioners.
It just works. My hair does what I want. That's enough for me.
Last year in Lillehammer, the world watched as they competed for gold. Tuesday, Nancy Kerrigan and Oksana Bayul meet again, going toe-to-toe in a rock and roll rematch. Join the world's greatest skaters for Fox's Rock and Roll Figure Skating Championships. Special presentation Tuesday at 8, 7 Central.
Well, our mobile studio has been moved 8 hours up Pacific Coast Highway here to San Francisco. Well, you know, the question might be asked, how well do the Cowboys and Niners know each other? Today's game marks the first time ever that 2 teams have faced each other 3 straight years in the NFC title game. Now, overall, the teams are 11-11 with 1 tie, but Dallas has come through when it counts most, winning 5 out of 6 in the postseason. But that was before the Niners added Dion and Ken Norton Jr. And Jimmy, as I turn to you, obviously, personnel changes have been made since you coached in this NFC title game last year. What are the keys for each team to victory?
Well, JB, the biggest thing is because of the footing, there's going to be a lot of big plays in the passing game. When you look at the San Francisco 49ers, the #1 pass that they're going to want to throw is a slant pass to Jerry Rice. Here he is against the Rams. Steve Young throws it to Jerry Rice. He goes into the end zone unmolested. Now, what the Cowboys are going to try to do is play zone coverage against this slant pass, rally up, and now they keep it to a minimum gain in their last ball game. Now, also in their last ball game, play-action pass was big. They set it up by giving it to Emmitt Smith, but now they come back. They're going to fake the ball to Emmitt Smith, and Troy Aikman's going to throw the ball down the field to Alvin Harper. He beats double coverage. He outruns Tim McDonald, and it's a big play. Now, what the Cowboys are going to do, they're going to try to throw the crossing route to Michael Irvin. This gets him away from man-to-man coverage. And Howie, you know, the 49ers are going to do something different in today's ball game, and because of Deion, he can make a difference.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the 49ers made a lot of acquisitions in the offseason, none bigger than Deion Sanders. Here we're going to show Deion on the top of the screen matched up on Michael Irvin. Now, what Deion does because of his cover skills allows the 49ers a leeway to rotate their safeties away and help Eric Davis on Alvin Harper. Now, you would think that he'd be matched up on Michael Irvin today, but it was Alvin Harper who burnt them for that 90-yard touchdown last game. And as he was trotting back to the bench, he said to George Seifert, haven't you figured out how to cover me yet? Well, George Seifert and the 49ers feel they have. Predominantly, he's going to be on Alvin Harper today, not Michael Irvin, although he will be on both receivers.
Wow, yeah, significant change from last year. But, Terry, I mean, do you agree with that move?
Well, I don't agree with it because I think Harper can out-jump Deion down in the goal line. And the other thing, if you rotate over to the other side on Michael Irvin, you allow him a big pocket to roam in, and he can be a big possession receiver all day long. I don't think Deion will stay on Harper long.
Deion said, pick your poison. Either go with the guy that moves the chains or the guy that beats you deep.
And Michael Irvin will run those crossing routes away from double coverage.
And we'll keep an eye on all of that to see what transpires during the game. Well, folks, the battle that's been a year in the making is only minutes away, and we'll be back with lots more, including Terry's pregame visit with head coach Barry Switzer. And there's, he says, as they talked about Alvin Harper, who caught 3 balls for 135 yards against the Niners in November.
Serving up another great catch. Red Lobster presents the Catch of the Year. The 1994 NFL season was full of sensational catches. But which one was the best? Stay tuned for the Catch of the Year.
Once a year, they come together at Red Lobster. The sensational, the spectacular, the biggest. All with our lobster and shrimp feast. It starts with a sensational shrimp cocktail. Then, indulge in a spectacular lobster tail. Savor our largest golden fried shrimp and lobster and shrimp scampi over pasta. Enjoy them all in the Lobster and Shrimp Feast. But hurry to Red Lobster. It ends January 15th.
And now, for the #1 catch of 1994, the Bears' Chris Gedney.
Sensational catch!
Chris Gedney made the Catch of the Year. And for a great catch every day, come to Red Lobster.
It's an entirely new and revolutionary entertainment experience, and it's totally free. It's the 1-800-COLLECT Fox Sports Virtual Reality Tour. Today, it's at San Francisco's Candlestick Park.
Critics say House of Buggin' makes you laugh out loud. It's the birth of a TV star.
Well, duh.
House of Buggin' is daring, outrageous, and extremely irreverent. It's a laugh riot.
Let's reenact the scene from Cape Fear. Suck my thumb.
House of Buggin'.
I'll suck your thumb.
Catch an all-new episode tonight on Fox.
You love how new we're looking. You love how hot we're cooking. Yeah. You love the stuff we're made of.
There's a whole new spirit at Pizza Hut. That's why from now on, your pizza will be right or it's free. Guaranteed.
You love the stuff. You love the stuff. You love the stuff we're made of. You love the stuff we're made of. Pizza Hut.
Automotive experts praised our cab forward innovation, smiled on our continued success, and followed us to a new plateau, naming Chrysler Cirrus Motor Trend's Car of the Year. Your Chrysler Plymouth dealer now presents the Car of the Year celebration. For a limited time, get 3.9% financing on Plymouth Voyager or $500 cash back, making it this low price, plus great lease rates. Now, during the Car of the Year celebration. See your Chrysler Plymouth dealer today.
On January 29th, 1995, all eyes will be focused on the biggest event in television. The big game. But something even bigger is on the horizon. Through January 29th, buy any Mitsubishi Big Tube, Big Screen, or VCR and pay no money down, no interest, and no payments till 1996. Innovation Audio Video in Castleton, Greenwood, and Lafayette Square.
Tonight after Nightcast, go into overtime. Fox 59 overtime.
City of San Francisco is being blessed with sunshine in quite a while here for this NFC Championship game here on Fox. You know, while people in Dallas and here in San Francisco might disagree, there was another big game played today. San Diego, the only team left in the championship round without 4 Super Bowl victories, charged into Pittsburgh into battle for the right for a first Super Bowl visit. Guess what? San Diego will be making it, Terry. This is the opening drive by Pittsburgh.
A 13-play, 57-yard drive. John L. Williams gets inside of Dennis Gibson. Touchdown, Steelers up 7-0. Back comes Humphreys. He finds a wide-open tight end, Alfred Papunu, for a 43-yard touchdown pass. Lead cut to 3 here, JB. 13-10 Pittsburgh. Now Humphreys back again deep on the right side, a 43-yarder to Tony Martin. Tim McKyer can't stay up, did a lot of talking, didn't back it up. Pittsburgh down by 4, 17-13 to the Chargers. Then on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, O'Neal back, looking for Foster over the middle. And once again, Dennis Gibson, who had been victimized earlier for the touchdown pass, got in front, knocked it down. A shocker here. I did not think this could happen. Hats off to San Diego. Outstanding game. Homeboy Stan Humphreys got a lot to be proud of.
And I tell you, that defense of San Diego did a nice job limiting Barry Foster to only 48 yards on the ground and 20 carries. And again, as Terry said, congratulations to the Chargers on their AFC championship. San Diego, in its 3rd year under Coach Bobby Ross, will make its first trip ever to the Super Bowl and try to end the NFC's 10-year win streak. And Terry, as we come back to this game here, less than 2 hours ago, you talked with Barry Switzer. What was his mood like?
I had an interesting talk with Barry. Caught him right before the game, which is unusual, folks. But I asked him if coaching in this game was kind of similar to coaching Oklahoma in the Orange Bowl for the national championship, and here's his response.
The magnitude of it obviously doesn't compare, but the attention given to it. But, you know, when you play, the best plays the best for a national championship, whether it's Miami or Penn State or whoever it might be, the same emotion, the same intensity, the same focus goes into it. And I think then same preparation. So the rewards, the gains are the same, but doesn't have the meaning because this is the best level. This is the best players, and obviously more people watch that happening than any other sporting event there's ever been played, I guess.
Coach, what concerns you most about this game?
Well, coming into the game, I wish that we were 100% healthy. See, there are a lot of big question marks in this game today. Obviously, how long will Emmett play? No one knows. Emmett doesn't even know that, and we'll just have to find out. We'll start Emmett, and we'll just see how far we can go. We suffered this week in preparation because we had 3 linemen. 2A was injured. Nate missed half the preparation work, and Larry Allen is a big question mark going to the game today. His ankle was immobilized. He looked club-footed, practicing, very stiff, awkward-looking. I don't know how far he'll go. And Ron Stone is a 3rd-team tackle.
If this is a close game near the end, what do you think will make the difference for the Cowboys to win?
The emotional edge won't be the difference in this ball game today. Every team will spill it out. We're all going to empty our buckets. We know this will be a 60-minute game. Last week we won it in 30 minutes. The difference today is in any game is the mental edge of being able to make the fewest mistakes played on the field by individual players, and that will always be the key. When 2 teams get together in the big ball game that are of comparable talent and ability, it'll be the team that makes the fewest mistakes. We made the most mistakes last time. They made none. Still a close ball game.
Looks as though Coach Switzer has some problems. Maybe he feels his team is hurting a little bit in the offensive line, but Jimmy, there's some other problems too.
Well, Terry, both teams, they're concerned about the footing and what they're going to do. Steve Young normally wears a 1/2-inch cleat on his shoe. Today, he's going to try the 5/8-inch cleat, and most of the linemen will be wearing this 3/4-inch cleat to try to get some footing. The Cowboys said that field is just like green mud, and so they're concerned about the footing now. Howie?
Yeah, I tell you.
Troy Aikman's got some concerns.
Troy's worried about a wet ball, obviously. Last time he played in a big game, a wet ball was Philadelphia on Halloween. He went 9 for 19, under 100 yards. Now, normally in this game, they use 12 balls in the first half, 12 balls in the second half. Jerry Jones successfully petitioned the league to kick the number of balls
balls up. They're going to use 24 in the first half, 24 in the second half with 12 emergency balls. But a big factor no one thinks of is a new ball's real slick. It could be worse than a wet ball.
The real problem is get the mud off the ball. That's the reason it's slick. You dip it in water, come out with it, you're fine.
Wow, so the owner may have out-slicked himself there, Howie. All right, folks, we'll be right back with some final thoughts on our final pregame show of this season as we take a look and a listen to the Dallas Cowboys being introduced to the San Francisco crowd.
Texas to El Paso, number 92, Tony Tolbert. Left tackle from Miami of Florida, number 67, Russell Maryland. And right tackle from Emporia State, number 78, Leon Lett. And right end from James Madison, number 94, Charles Haley.
Here I come!
He's got the moves.
Are you some kind of idiot?
The look. The brains.
Oh, really, Ford? Really?
But to get his inheritance, he needs a diploma.
I can do this if I set my mind to it.
Class, say hello to Billy Madison. Hello, Billy.
Adam Sandler.
Now you're all in big trouble.
Billy Madison.
You want some more of that? I didn't think so!
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, February 10th at theaters everywhere.
I don't say this to many people, but the job we do is the most important job I can think of.
Okay, guys, listen up.
I mean, there's no such thing as a B-plus mechanic on this airline.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Even the most junior mechanic can keep an airplane in this hangar if there's a hint of a problem. You might think a job like this would become routine, but every now and then, I just take a walk through the terminal, and right there, you see what's important.
Now, an oil made just for your hard-working engine. 4x4 from Quaker State. Off-roading, extreme temperatures, towing and hauling. They all make your light truck or 4x4 work extra hard and could shorten its life. Why settle for a conventional car oil? Get 4x4 from Quaker State. The intelligent oil for hard-working engines. Now, get up to a $1.89 mail-in rebate on a 6-pack case of 4x4. So you buy 5 quarts and get 1 free.
Oh, this is South Dakota. We found out Tony was pregnant in late April. Of course, the babies were born 8 weeks premature. It was hard on both of us. Tony found out about Aflac from some friends of ours. The Aflac took care of virtually everything.
Aflac covers the unexpected costs of getting better, so you can get on with life.
Babies' names are Tyler and Taylor, and they're about as healthy as you can get.
The Little Caesars All-Madden team, next Sunday at 6, 5 Central.
Southern California, number 63, Derek Deese. And right tackle from North Carolina, number 79, Harris.
This is the game the Niners wanted. They've got it as we listen to the introduction to the home crowd here at Candlestick Park. And as we get set for our final thoughts, let's start first with the coach, Jimmy Johnson.
Maybe because of the footing, look for problems in the kicking game. I look for some long kickoff returns. I look for some missed kicks and possibly some block kicks in this game.
I'll tell you, a big problem for the Cowboys last game was the red zone. Troy Aikman threw 2 interceptions. The big reason they say for that is Merton Hanks was left available to float in the secondary because Dallas kept their running backs in. Today they will release their running back, 5-man pattern. Merton Hanks will have to account for Emmitt Smith. That will open up Troy Aikman.
Yeah, you look for the 49ers to feature not Ricky Waters because the field being sloppy and slow will neutralize his cutting a bit. He looked for Floyd, the fullback, to carry the load running the game between the tackles.
All right, Dallas and San Francisco, number 3. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed this first season of Fox NFL Sunday almost as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. We'll be joining you throughout the day, but right now, the game is Pat and John and Matt Millen bring you the action. Folks, we'll see you back. Gentlemen.